that's when this girl started getting bitchy at me for whatever reason. But she was, she was talking about how. Oh, by the way, I was already in a party this whole time for our entire last game. I think it was our last game. I was just in a party the entire time. Like I didn't. I'm trying to think of how it worked out here. Yeah, eventually we, after they rebooted their Xboxes, I sent Polar a game and party invite, and he brought her in, and she ended up, Polar had to go and do something real quick while I started the game, and by the time we got in the game, she had already left the party. And Polar was like, "Why'd she leave?" And I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "Oh, I'm leaving too," and he instantly left. Doesn't give me a chance to say anything. And so he asks her, and I'm, with my headset, I'm able to hear people outside the party. And he's like, "Why'd you leave the party?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't like parties." I'm like, well, what's the big deal about parties? Why do people hate being in them? And fucking deja vu. I feel like I've already done this. Hold on. So, actually, I will be right back, guys. So I'm gonna save it real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. So, back to the amazing tale. So we had like one game, and I was just in the party the whole time. They weren't, and eventually, or when we hopped out, that's when we decided to go to SWAT. That's right, and didn't work out too well because the whole it just wasn't loading right away, and for some reason we decided, fuck, fuck it, we're not even gonna bother waiting for 10 seconds, and as soon as she was about to leave, that's when we were able to play. Instead of waiting for her to start the game, and I wish I could have pointed that out. I was in party chat, and so she left, and she's like, "Okay, just she's like, just wait for the game invite." So they both left. I was like, "Okay, what's going on?" And then I get a game invite, and I realized we're going into a custom game. And I sent Polar a message saying, the custom game is open, or we can go back into matchmaking now, and whatever. And so she tosses in this weird ass map, which is really cool. I'll give it that. It is really cool. It's just, it's a trippy map. It's just crazy. So, and apparently it was her boyfriend that made it, so I give him big props for making it. It was pretty fun. And so I was going through and I'm just killing people. That's what I do. And she just starts getting pissed. She's like, "I'm gonna boot him. I mean, come on, we're just, we're looking around the map, we're exploring." And I'm like, okay, since I was able to hear, I was like, alright, so I'll just sit there and I'll crouch. And so what happens, they start killing me. They start teaming up on me. I was like, okay, well, what the fuck happened to exploring? And she just got pissed the entire match against me. And she's like, "Oh, we're not killing each other, we're just killing, we're just killing him," and blah, blah, blah. And apparently the score ends at 100, or not 100, at 50, so I won that match, shocker. And yep, there we go, there's people here. I knew it. I just played this in 360 like this morning, so, or yes, I don't know. At some point in the last 24 hours I was here. So, huge deja vu for me.
Like the sight of your own blood?
Like the sight of yours?
That's gonna stink.
There we go. And I don't think they have anything I can use. They have laser stuff, which I'm not using. Kinda sucks. Yeah, like I said, she was getting very pissy with me. And so I eventually, after we got done with that game, because another guy joined us too, I hopped out of party chat. I'm like, alright, I'll be outside of party chat for this one.
Oh my.
And, good lord. That is one big ant. God damn. It is huge, dude. And, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'd like to see him, I'd like to see him try and figure out this map." And so they brought us to this map where it seems simple enough. And by the way, there's no shields at all. It seems like it's SWAT, but at the same time, we also have, Spartan lasers and snipers. We have everything. So it's weird. Ham hound. But what annoyed me was that we get into it, and you know, there's a couple kills, blah blah blah, and then Polar gets into a. Oh, she eventually does say something that made me proud, and there should be a little ant over here. Yep. Giant work ramp bullshit. Yeah. So I found there's vehicles on this map as well, and that just pissed me off because I'm like, come on. And I see that Polar's in a fucking Falcon flying around, and you know he can't shoot anything in it, so he's got to wait for her to get in. And when she finally does get in the first time, I snipe her out instantly with my DMR, you know, easy stuff. And we'll head this way. And and then when he dives down to get her again, I toss a sticky on him and I blow him up, and then she just jumped into it, so I blew her up too, and she just gets pissy, and she's like, oh, your friend's got a nice aimbot, blah blah blah. No, she was just pissy at me the entire time. It was annoying. And you are going to die, friend. If I can aim. I missed every shot? Are you serious? Alright. Oh, of course he dies right now. What the hell? See, I'm not even hitting him. Oops, just took everything. That was my bad. I don't know, she got pissy, and what they eventually did was they eventually got into the Falcon, and they eventually all drove off. And by the way, we're in Forge, basically. And they drove off, or they flew off, actually, and they went so far away that like you cannot see them with the DMR. Like, if you zoom in with the DMR, you will not be able to see them. And they were just sniping us across the fucking map. And, like, they stopped talking at this point, I guess because they were laughing or something, I don't know. And it was me and this Ram guy, and I'm just not even bothering talking to him. I was like, meh. And when I finally did get a sniper, I sniped Polar out. It's like I eventually just left. And I know, knowing her, she was just laughing. I was like, I'm sorry, but it's like, you know what? The first game that they brought us into was a fair game. It was a weird map, but it was a fair game. By the way, I've checked her profile. She is not good at the game at all. And what the fuck is Eddie? Boone? Where's Eddie? Alright, let's wait an hour. Where the fuck did... There you are. It's kind of glitching out, it looks like. You coming, man? Alright. I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's glitching out or something. It's kind of annoying. Keep close. Maybe that'll work. No, he's just glitching. So I'm gonna... No. Keep distance, I guess. But I don't know. She was just bitched the whole entire time, and it's like, oh, I can't wait for him to figure out this map. And it wasn't that hard to figure out. It was just you went away and started sniping us across a map. It was just, God, it was stupid. But there you go. There's my bitching rant. I was just annoyed by her. It's like I don't even know. It was just straight up annoying. So I mean, I eventually left. And I invited Polar to another game, but I'm like, let's play some actual matchmaking, and he didn't join. So I was like, fuck it, I'm out. Besides, my videos were done rendering, so I was like, screw it, hell. Hop back on the PC. But oh well. There we go. So let's get back into this game if we can.